when we say Hare Krishna, okay, so there is a difference between the word Krishna and Krishna. कृष्णा द्रौपदी जी को संबोधित करता है, कृष्ण. सो कृष्ण, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, ऐसे. बट कृष्णा इज भावग्रही, so he looks at the our intention. So even if your pronunciation is incorrect, it is good, it is okay. But अगर हम कर सकते तो we should pronounce it correctly. Mostly people from the south will have Krishna, Rama, Arjuna, Bharata. But if you hear Prabhupada speaking, then you will say Krishna. Prabhupada ji ka is there, so you will hear Krishna. So that is how it is. So that is why you will see, sometimes I'll make a conscious effort to say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. But it is, as I said, Krishna is bhavagrahi. तो भाव क्या है अंदर, that matters most rather than the pronunciation. So it is all okay. But I thought I'll still make that point clear. So in Bhagavad Gita, there are 18 chapters, and these 18 chapters cover 5 main subjects. So what are those 5 main subjects? You please note down in your books. So first one is Jiva. 5 subjects that are covered in Bhagavad Gita. First one is Jiva. Second one is Ishvara. Third one is Prakriti. So Ishvara, Jiva, Ishvara, Prakriti. Fourth one is Kala. Kala means time. And the last one is, fifth one is Karma. So 5 subjects are covered in Bhagavad Gita. First one is Jiva, means who am I? Second one is Ishvara or Bhagwan, who is God? Third one is Prakriti or material nature. Fourth one is Kala, time. And fifth one is Karma. So out of these 5, we can control only one, which is Karma. The remaining 4 is not much in our control. Especially time is not in our control. The material nature also around us is not in our control. God is also not in our control. But the God is in control of pure devotees. So devotees like Yashoda Ma, कृष्णा को थप्पड़ लगा सकती है. Yes. So it is that way. So out of these 5 topics we have covered who am I, Jiva. हमने कवर किया है, काफ़ी हद तक कवर किया, we have covered mostly. Okay. So we will do the shlokas that we did last time. Yeah. So we are doing 2 shlokas every time, right? So yeah. तो लास्ट टाइम कौन सा श्लोक किया था? हाँ, 2 point. So we said that sorry, what was it? 2.20? 2.13 था. हाँ, मिल गया. Shift F5. So we said we will do this. So let us do that. Didn't we say that one of us is going to recite the shloka? So has anyone done that? So yeah, you can start, Matthew. Yes. You can. धीरस Very nice, very nice. You can be all can be big hands. Huh? All right. Anyone else wants to try without looking? Huh? श्रुति माता जी want to try or what? But उसका वो mute रहेगा नहीं? No problem. Let her try so that because she was very excited.
You prepared it.
She prepared it. No problem. We will get her to try. Yes.
Divya.
Divya माता जी. Yes.
हरे कृष्ण
हाँ हरे कृष्णा. Yes.
देहिनोऽस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तत्र देहान्तरप्राप्तिर्धीरस्तत्र नामुह्यते.
Very nice. Thank you Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you. So और कोई ट्राई करेगा? Yes. Yes. Yes, very nice. So dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram. So let us all do it together. Huh? We'll do together. Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara praptir dhiras tatra namuyati. So Vika Mataji, can you read the translation?
As the embodied soul continuously passes in this body from the boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. A sober person is not bewildered by such a change.
Yes. So what does this mean? कौन बताएगा इसका मतलब क्या है? हमने लास्ट टाइम डिस्कस किया था. We discussed. Who wants to give it a try?
जिस प्रकार श्रीधारी आत्मा एक शरीर से दूसरे श्रीधारी आत्मा बाल्यावस्था से तरुणावस्था से यौवनावस्था उसके बाद वृद्धावस्था में एंटर करती है, उसका ही एक आत्मा जब एक शरीर को छोड़ती है तो दूसरी आत्मा में प्रवेश करती है.
दूसरे शरीर में प्रवेश करती. Yes, very nice, very nice, very nice. So what this basically means is our body is keeping on changing. Even in the current body, our body keeps on changing, and similarly at the time of death also the body changes. Okay, so this is what Lord Krishna is telling Arjuna. Okay, so our next verse for today is in continuation to something like this. So it says boy at death, a body at death. So death, what happens at death? What did we discuss?
आत्मा शरीर को छोड़ती है.
हाँ मतलब जब हम किसी और को चांस देंगे. Yes, what happens at death? What did we discuss? What happens at death from a soul perspective? यहाँ पे लिखा है ना, body. हाँ, soul leaves the old body and goes into the new body. So we also discussed that when the soul goes from the old body to new body, there is some package that goes along with that soul. So what is that? Subtle body. सूक्ष्म शरीर पुराने शरीर से नए शरीर में सूक्ष्म शरीर भी जाता है आत्मा के साथ. हाँ, so along with the soul there is a packaging of सूक्ष्म शरीर of subtle body. So what is the subtle body made up of?
Mind, ego,
MBA. MBA. Mind, मन, बुद्धि, अहंकार. Mind, intelligence. Buddhi is intelligence. Ahankar is false ego. So mind, man, buddhi, ahankar. Mind, intelligence and false ego. So these three along with the soul, it will go from the old body to the new body. What decides the new body? What decides the new body? We will see in the next shloka. Okay. What decides the new body? We will see in the next shloka. So I will do the shloka and then you can repeat after me. I'll do one line and you can do. So we forgot. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So before I read this, Vasudev and Vasudev are two different things. Vasudev here is referred to Lord Krishna. Vasudev is Lord Krishna's father. Vasudeva and Devaki. So to be very careful. Va and Va. So here Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We are invoking Lord Krishna and not his father Vasudev. Vasudev. Subtle things but important. It just struck me and I thought I'll share it with you. So reading from Bhagavad Gita chapter 8 shloka number 6. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam Tyajate ante kalevaram Tam tam evaiti kaunteya Sada tad bhava bhavitaha Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam Tyajate ante kalevaram Tam tam evaiti kaunteya Sada tad bhava bhavitaha. So we'll read the translation on the next screen. So Namita, you may read the translation, English one.
Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he will attain without fail.
माता जी आप हिंदी वाला पढ़िए आप. पिंक जैकेट माता जी.
मैं
हाँ. सॉरी दिख नहीं रहा
हे
है.
कुंती पुत्र, शरीर त्यागते समय मनुष्य जिस भाव का स्मरण करता है वह उस भाव को निश्चित रूप में प्राप्त होता है.
निश्चित रूप से प्राप्त होता है. आप फिर से पढ़िए हिंदी वाला.
हे कुंती पुत्र, शरीर त्यागते समय मनुष्य जिस भाव का स्मरण करता है वह उस भाव को निश्चित रूप से प्राप्त होता है.
So what decides the next body? We said right, a body at the time of death will transmigrate from the old body to the new body along with the subtle body. So what decides the new body? Krishna is explaining here. Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he will attain without fail. So whatever is the last thought in our mind at the time of death, so it is like a flashback. Sometimes they see in the movie ना ऐसे reel दिखाते हैं ना pictures का and suddenly where it stops. So that last flashback, that state you will attain in the next body. Very very dangerous, isn't it? Very very dangerous. Because we don't know na what will happen at the last moment. And as we said right, that death is very very painful. So we said in the Puranas it is given that death is like thousands of scorpions biting. हजारों बिच्छू जैसे काटते हैं तो कितना दर्द होता है, वैसे डेथ में दर्द होता है. So then how do we control that last thought? कहाँ पे आके अपनी रील रुकेगी? Who will decide that? We will decide that based on our practice, our sadhana. And that is why we are chanting the name of the God, so that we practice it so much so that at the time of death we are able to remember that. अच्छा, ट्रू और फॉल्स, ये रूल जो है सिर्फ इस रूम में जो बैठे हैं उनके लिए लागू है. ट्रू और फॉल्स सभी के लिए लागू. यस, this rule is applicable for everyone. So this rule is applicable, true or false? This rule is applicable for all people following Vedic scriptures. Everyone, whether it's Hindu, Muslim, Christian, everyone, whether they believe it or they don't believe it, this rule is enforced. चाहे मानो नहीं मानो, ये रूल को फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. It is fixed for everyone. So there is a story in the Srimad Bhagavatam. श्रीमद् भागवतम में एक स्टोरी आती है, भरत महाराज की स्टोरी आती है. So we'll quickly go through this. Some of you may know. So Bharat Maharaj was an exalted devotee of the Lord, and he was doing spiritual practices, And Bharat Maharaj then, at a certain age, he decided to retire. He decided to retire and he went to the forest. Forest को क्या बोलते हैं? वन बोलते हैं. He went to the jungle में गए, forest में गए, so that he could focus more. जब भी हम forest बोलते हैं जैसे तो I remember that, you know. So what do we call? हाँ, वन में 50 के बाद 51 आता है. 51 को हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं? 51 को क्या बोलते हैं? 51. 52 को 52. 50 को क्या बोलते हैं? 50. 51 मतलब 50 के बाद 1 में जाने की तैयारी करो. 51, 52, 53 है. हाँ, वनप्रस्था, करेक्ट, वनप्रस्था. बट इट इज गिवन, इट इज नॉट अ कोइंसिडेंस, इट इज गिवन. 51 के अभी चालू करो, जाओ. Retire from your active daily life and then you focus more towards God. Why? Because his rule is there ना. अभी जाने की तैयारी में लगना चाहिए ना, माइंड फिक्स होना चाहिए, नहीं तो फिर वापस आना पड़ेगा. So Bharat Maharaj did the same thing. He delegated all his responsibilities to his son, and he was named the king. And then he went to the forest to further strengthen his spiritual practices, so that वहाँ पे कोई disturbance नहीं हो. And when he was in this forest, he was next to the Gandaki river. He was doing meditation at that time, and he was whatever spiritual practices he was doing at the time, he was doing it. And what he sees, Bharat Maharaj sees from the Gandaki river on the other side of the bank, he sees a female deer who is pregnant. So this female deer who is pregnant is drinking water, and then from behind a lion comes and he gives a huge roar. And hearing that, this female deer panics and she jumps into the water in that frightening state. And when she jumps into the water in that frightening state, she delivers the baby because she is so frightened. She delivers the baby deer. And because it's a river, the baby deer is somewhere, the mother is somewhere, and mother is very stressed. What will happen to my baby? And the lion is there, and so in that stress she dies. So this baby deer is now floating in the water on its own. And who is watching all of this from the other side of the bank? Bharat Maharaj is watching. Naturally, out of compassion, Bharat Maharaj then gets the baby deer out. And such a small newborn baby deer, very, very soft, you can imagine. And he holds it in his hand and he says, now it is my duty to take care of this deer. And out of compassion, then Bharat Maharaj takes care of the deer. वो डियर के बछड़े को गोद में लेते हैं और उसके पूरे अच्छे से देखभाल करते हैं. So the deer, as the deer grows up, Bharat Maharaj's attachment to the deer also grows. So daily now feeding the deer, and then now he's scared because as the deer is growing up, there are other animals who is trying to come and eat the deer. So Bharat Maharaj is now back into a Kshatriya mode again to prevent other animals from eating the deer. So now that deer is almost like his son, if you like. So day and night he is taking care of the deer. Everywhere, wherever he is going, he is taking the deer with him. So Bharat Maharaj was actually supposed to do sadhana yagya there in the forest. So every time he used to go to collect argya, wood or flowers for the yagya, he used to take the deer along with him and then come back and then do his sadhana. Slowly the deer is growing up. So that it's a wild animal eventually. So the deer has to go into the forest. So sometimes it will go in the morning, come back by afternoon. And sometimes then the deer goes and it comes in the evening. So it's a wild animal, it will go and do its own thing. But Bharat Maharaj is now attached. Now his sadhana is reduced. And every time the deer goes out for longer duration, he gets anxiety. Kahan gaya mera bachcha? And every time the deer comes back, he's so happy. He gets the deer on his lap and makes the deer sleep like a small baby, and he will caress it, and he will, out of love and affection, he will kiss the deer, and he has forgotten about his sadhana completely. This is how Maya catches. Bharat Maharaj was an exalted devotee, and he was there to do first class sadhana, uninterrupted sadhana. That is why he left his grihastha life and he came into vanaprastha. But now he is attached to the deer. And so one day the deer goes away in the morning and doesn't return. It's evening, it's almost night time, and the deer doesn't return, and our Bharat Maharaj is very, very stressed, and in this anxiety he goes out to look for the deer. in the Srimad Bhagavatam it is said he actually sings poetry. Where is my beautiful deer? And this you must read that. I think it is in Canto 5. So in his anxiety, he is going around looking for the deer, and somehow he slips and he falls and he is about to die. And at the last minute, guess what is he thinking about? The deer, yeah. He's thinking about the deer at the last minute of death. What does this rule say? Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he will attain without fail. Krishna, without fail मतलब चूकेगा नहीं, ये rule अचूक है. So no prizes for guessing. Next birth of Bharat Maharaj is in the body of a deer. Atma transmigrates from one body to another along with the consciousness. मन बुद्धि अहंकार के साथ दूसरे बॉडी में चले गया, डियर के बॉडी में. Now because Bharat Maharaj was practicing spirituality since a long time, in this life Krishna gives him a blessing that he remembers in the deer body, because of his man buddhi ahankar and everything, he remembers his past life. And when he is in the deer body, he remembers कि oh no, मैं भरत महाराज था, अभी ये क्या हो गया, अभी 4 पैरों पे खड़ा हूँ, पहले 2 पैरों पे था. कान भी बड़े बड़े हो गए, सब चेंज हो गया. हाँ. So he remembers कि बहुत बड़ा गलती हो गया, made a big mistake. Now what? So the first thing he does is he goes away from his mother, because there should be no attachment. He goes back to that one of the sadhu's ashram. He remembers everything. He goes back to the sadhu's ashram and he just stays there on his own, eating some dried leaves here and there, and eating the remnants of the sadhus, that the yajna they do and things like that. So that is how he spends his rest of the life, living away from all other deers, no interaction whatsoever, because जो क्या कहावत है, दूध का जला छाछ भी फूक के पीता है. हाँ, क्या था, समझ में आया सबको? हाँ. So now that he has wasted one more life in the body of an animal, so now he is very scared. He is like, अभी किसी से interaction नहीं, I just want to get out of this life. Now the point is कि from an animal life you can't chant and you can't go back home, back to God. जन्म मृत्यु के चक्कर से बाहर एनिमल इसमें नहीं निकल सकते. So he had to wait for death to come, so that फिर से अगर next body में human शरीर मिलेगा, then he can do some processes and he can get out of it. So he was basically just awaiting death in that deer body, not trying to get entangled here and there. And so he dies eventually from the deer body, and the next body he gets is of a human again. Now this may not necessarily happen in everyone's case, from a deer to human. 84 lakhs 84 लाख species है, generally वो cycle में चलते रहता है. So once anyone degrades to animal kingdom, Bharat Maharaj case is special. So we don't know how the laws of karma work. It is very difficult. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita also that the laws of karmas are very complex. Okay, so we should not take it for granted that our human birth is granted in the next birth. So we have to be very careful with what we do, what last thought we will have. So I always give this example. It is like an India-Pakistan match, and at the last ball we have to hit a 6. And Mahendra Singh Dhoni is there, then he will 9 out of 10 times he will hit that 6. Why? Because he has been practicing doing that. He has been practicing day in day out how to hit that 6 in that tense atmosphere, in that tense situation when everyone is shouting and you can't even hear anything, and then the flashlights are coming on to you, and then some best bowler is bowling and he is going to bowl that Yorker, and you have to still hit that 6. Death is a similar situation. Your very close near ones and dear ones will be around you, and your mind has to be focused not to get entangled in any one of this, and to remember the Lord at that time. This rule will be executed 8.6. So this is a key memory verse. Every one of us must remember this rule. Must remember. That will give us that motivation to do our spiritual practices. Okay. So I'm introducing this rule very early. Generally we will have all the 5 topics covered Ishvara, Jiva, Kala, Prakriti, Karma, and then we will do it. But for whatever reason, the flow is going in such a way that I thought I'll introduce this part now only, because I still have to establish who is God. But I come from ISKCON, so I will establish that Krishna is God based on the scriptures. But for all of you who don't have faith, thoda shraddha rakho. Shraddha means little faith. So have little faith that for whatever reasons Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. No matter who you are worshipping right now, continue with that. But just have little bit of shraddha, and then at least try and understand what the Bhagavad Gita has to say, what these rules have to say. Okay. So at the time of death, what do devotees do? Devotees will chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. तो कोई जाने वाला रहेगा ना, तो all the devotees will gather and they will do fantastic कीर्तन, जोरदार कीर्तन करेंगे. तो जो मरने वाला उसको लास्ट में वही सुनते रहते हैं, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे. विल कीप ऑन हियरिंग दैट. उसको कंठी माला पहनाएंगे, उसको भगवान का प्रसाद देंगे. एवरीथिंग दे विल पुट अ पिक्चर and they will put the picture of his guru. So even if he remembers his guru, that is also good, because guru is spiritual. Guru will show him the way to Krishna. So we have to remember that. That is why we need association of devotees. So whenever near and dear ones, when we hear that in India something is happening, especially during COVID times, I came to know one of my cousins, he passed away or was about to pass away, something. And I was like in my mind कि अरे वो कुछ कीर्तन वगैरह उधर कराओ, कुछ करो. But they were not into this kind of a situation. तो बोल के भी फायदा हुआ नहीं.
वो बोलेंगे जी मर रहा है और जी गाने गा.
हाँ. So I was like कि कुछ नहीं तो वो थोड़ा टेप लगाओ प्रभुपाद जी का पीछे कहीं पे, आपको जो करना है करो, पीछे तो लगाओ. बाई चांस उसने सुन लिया तो कुछ हो सकता है.
प्रभु जी मेरा एक्सीडेंट हुआ, मुझे चोट लगी बहुत ज़्यादा.
हाँ जी.
फ्रैक्चर हो गई मेरे पैर की.
ओ कृष्णा.
हॉस्पिटल में थी, इतनी दर्द थी मेरे को, मैं बेहोश हो जा रही थी और मुझे लग रहा था कि मैं कुछ भी नहीं है, बस राम ही है. मेरे से बस राम ही निकल रहा था. खुद ही हो जाता जब तकलीफ होती है ना. आपको पता, मुझे लग रहा था अब मैं मर रही हूँ ना, तो मुझे कुछ बेहोशी का इंजेक्शन दिया था शायद उन्होंने. मुझे लग रहा था अब मैं जा रही हूँ. तो पहले मुझे ना अपनी पोती छोटी और पोता, मैंने कहा मैं वो हुआ, मैंने उसे देखा भी नहीं है. फिर मैंने कहा छोड़ो सबको, भगवान का नाम लो. और फिर मैं बेहोश हो गई, मेरी सर्जरी हो गई.
Nice. So to be alert at that time is a skill. I don't know how it will happen. Maybe by the Lord's blessing and by the devotee's blessing it will happen. So once I remember somebody was about to pass away, and then they asked me that generally I will have Ganga Jal and Vrindavan dust with me in my house. So somebody said कि कोई जाने वाला है, they are about in the last stage and can you give us something. So मैंने पूरा पैकेज रेडी करके रख दिया, गंगा जल, राधा कुंड जल, वृंदावन की धूल, and some कंठी माला, this that. Oh, you get, yeah, but it was meant for somebody else. And then one of the devotees met and they said, do you have this, and we will just take it from you. And so I prepared it for somebody else, but her brother came and took it from me, and then his father later on passed away, so it was utilized for that purpose. So Krishna has, what I'm trying to say is Krishna will arrange for everything. If you practice Krishna consciousness throughout your life, which her father did, okay, so Krishna will make all arrangements that at the last minute you will remember Krishna, even if you have forgotten. Because eventually we are in a material body. अपना तो मन बुद्धि अहंकार तो कुछ कंट्रोल में है ही नहीं. We can only practice and we can hope for the best and leave the rest to Krishna. So Krishna says that he will take charge of our life provided we are completely devoted, dedicated, surrendered to him. And that is why we do surrendered में बोलते हैं ना हम कि कृष्णा, I am yours, मेरा सब कुछ तुम्हारा है, you take control of my life. When we say this from within our heart, then Krishna is bhavagrahi. He will not interfere purposefully. Only when you call him with that bhav, with that bhakti, because we all have independence. So only when we call him with that independence, then that effect will be there. Otherwise, we are subjected to रेगुलर लॉज ऑफ द नेचर, प्रकृति के नियम होते हैं, उस नियम के अनुसार हमें चलते रहना चाहिए. नाउ रूल्स आर फिक्स्ड, यू नो. व्हेन वी केम इनिशियली टू ऑस्ट्रेलिया, माय वाइफ यूज्ड टू ड्रॉप माय चाइल्ड टू द स्कूल. तो वंस आई सॉ हर कि ड्रॉप करती थी ना, तो ऐसे रोलिंग ड्रॉप करती थी, इन द सेंस कि ऐसे बाजू में पार्क करके नहीं करती थी, क्योंकि धीरे धीरे गाड़ी जाती ना, सब लोग रुक के. तो जैसा पास आ जाता था स्कूल के पास, तो एक सेकंड के लिए रोक देती थी, बोले बच्चे को उतर जा तू, चले जाना. तो सेफ होता था. बट या, एंड आई सॉ इट वंस एंड आई सेड कि दिस इज़ नॉट द राइट वे. द रूल इज़ यू हैव टू पार्क and you have to stop, because there is another rule that if you do a rolling stop near school you will get a fine. तो 2 महीने के बाद फाइन आया घर में. the law is a law. She said नहीं, मुझे नहीं पता था. मैंने कहा अभी भरो, $90 भर तो आराम से पता चल जाएगा अभी. हाँ, उस समय $90 just for a rolling stop. Somebody did that. So rules are rules. हम बोलेंगे कि हमें नहीं पता था. गुड लक मेट. नहीं पता था, तुम्हारा गलती है. तुमको तो मैनुअल दिया है ना पहले से. तुम फ्रिज खरीदा, फ्रिज के साथ मैनुअल आया, तुमने पढ़ा ही नहीं, तुमने ऐसे ही कुछ घुसा दिया किधर, तो भी उड़ गया फ्रिज. हाँ, यस प्रभु जी, व्हाट वर यू सेइंग?
I remember an incident about you telling, like in the last time we had to chant all these things. I remember a incident happened. We had a cow. She was dying because of age or something. My parents told me, like, because they know she's going to die, so can you put some Ganga Jal in her mouth and just sit down and read Bhagavad Gita.
Wow.
In her ear. मैं बोल रहा कि yes, कहाँ समझेगी, मतलब
हाँ, इसको क्या समझेगा?
कहते नहीं, तुम बोलो, उसको गीता पढ़ो, उसको गंगा जल डाला उसके नोट में, थोड़ा जैसा कैसा मैंने गीता पढ़ा, उसके बाद उसकी डेथ हो गई. जैसा कि वो मरते समय जो भी उसको हम बोल रहे हैं शायद. हाँ.
It is said generally that after the cow's birth is a human birth. So definitely, and see, your parents also knew. I don't know whether they have read the Gita or not, but irrespective of that, they know.
Ancestors, you know,
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah, it is coming. So
हाँ, पढ़े लिखे नहीं है पर उनको पता है कि जो
हाँ,
पूर्वजों ने बताया है.
that's the point I'm trying to prove, that all of our ancestors know all of these many points, especially गांव के देहाती लोग जो है, उनको सारे रूल्स पता ही है, बिना पढ़े वो फ्लो होते आ रहा है, परंपरा से वो नॉलेज पास होते आ रहा है. बट द नॉलेज इज इंटरप्टेड नाउ, primarily because of transmigration from one country to another. We have left India, the holy land, and we have come here for a better life. Okay, and then our children are now growing here as Aussies. So obviously all of this information is lost. So we come to another state now here. So some of you can memorize this verse and recite next time. Okay. Maybe from the gent side somebody can take up and recite. आज काफ़ी सारे लेडीज़ ने बोला है, जेंट्स का पट जो भारी होना चाहिए से. हाँ, अभी फ़िलहाल थोड़ा ऐसा है, सीसॉ ऐसा है. हाँ. So I was saying about the children part, right? So children में it is, if we don't teach them these rules, then we are in trouble. Why we are in trouble? Because last week I said, you know, so last week we read a story of Maharaj Chitragupta. What happened? Chitragupta's son died. Chitraketu. Oh yeah, last time also I did the same thing. Yeah, it's a Chitraketu, Maharaj Chitraketu. Yes. So what happened? क्या हुआ था last time? कौन बताएगा? कोई बताएगा? हाँ?
He doesn't have any kids
हाँ.
and he wants someone, like he wants to have one son for his,
Yeah.
like to pass on to the next generation.
Yes.
So he asks his guru once when he comes, like, I want to have a son.
Yes.
So he'll say, okay, you will get a son, but with happiness you will get sadness as well.
Very nice.
He will be sad.
Harsha Shok. Yes.
So he'll do the egg and everything, and he'll give the prasad to the first wife. And
Yes.
she'll be blessed with a boy.
Yes.
And remaining wives, they'll start feeling jealous because everyone's concentration is on the boy, first wife, and the king. So they'll start feeling jealous and they'll kill the boy.
Yes. Yes. So the boy dies, and the king and the wife and the entire praja and the entire kingdom is in sorrow. And then again Narad Muni comes with Angira Rishi. Yes. Yeah. Narad Muni comes with Angira Rishi, and then the king then prays to them, and by their powers Narad Muni and Angira Rishi, they get the boy back into the body again. Okay. So this Atma comes back into the body, and then he gives the teachings that we read last time. That soul keeps on transmigrating. So all about the soul that we discussed. Now a new body is there. I have a new set of parents that are waiting for me. What do you want me to do now? Now you are crying as parents here. Should I be doing my duty for the new parents or for the old parents or for what? Okay. So I was saying in Bhagavad Gita chapter 1, Arjuna also laments, and he gives various reasons to Lord Krishna why he doesn't want to fight this battle. Okay, and one of the reasons that he gives that there will be irreligion around. Varna Sankara, he used specific verse, and he says Varna Sankara means illegal children. Children may not be born necessarily out of a wedlock. Yeah. So he said illegal children or children who are not into spiritual learnings. Okay. So he said most of these kinds of children will be in the society. Then who will do so then ancestors will fall down, he said. So that concept I just want to touch base while we are on this topic. Okay. So what happens is a person, because of his demoniac activities, if you like, so there are things given in the Shastras that you should do, and then there are things that you should not do. So if we do some things that we should not be doing, then we will get punishment for it. Punishment could be by going to the hellish planet. So we will cover that in the Vedic cosmology part when we cover this in the next future sessions. Okay, so Vedic cosmology, we will understand where is hellish planets, how our planetary system is organized. So for now, understand that there is a hellish planet called Pum करके एक hellish planet है. So it may happen that some of our ancestors, due to their incorrect activities, they are in that hellish planet. Okay, so now the arrangement has been made in such a way that if one of your descendants, especially the son, if he does certain pujas like Pindadan, Tarpan, then by taking the name of that specific ancestor, then that ancestor is relieved from that hellish situation. That is why in India the birth of a son is very, very desirable as compared to everywhere outside, like in the western world. उसमें वैसा कुछ नहीं है क्योंकि नॉलेज ही नहीं है उधर. इंडिया में लोगों को नॉलेज है. इन इंडिया पीपल हैव नॉलेज व्हाई अ सन इज रिक्वायर्ड, बिकॉज ही इज गोइंग टू डिलीवर यू इफ यू डू समथिंग रॉन्ग. ही इज गोइंग टू डिलीवर यू बाय डूइंग दैट पूजा. ओके, so that is why the name is called Putra. Tra means Trayate, to deliver from. Pu is Pum. So Putra is one who delivers the ancestors from that Pum planet, वो hellish planet. समझ रहे? Putra. So that is why this word has been derived. It's based on Sanskrit. So Putra is one who will deliver the ancestors by doing that Pindadan, Tarpan and others, Shraddha Puja, and deliver all of his ancestors. But if we don't give this knowledge to the Putras, then they will not do it. So Arjuna is saying now to Krishna that everyone in this battlefield is fighting. All the men are fighting here. So they will get killed. If they get killed, then the women will be unprotected. If the woman becomes unprotected, then there is a chance that she will be exploited by other men. And if she gets exploited, then there will be Varna Sankara, children born out of wedlock, And for those children, because there is no father, then they won't be introduced to the religion. to the puja vidhi and to how a person should lead life, right? So then that society will become demoniac, because no one in the society will know what is to be done. So the ancestors who are already in that Pum planet, they will remain there, and then they will curse from there. That is why there is something called as Pitra Dosh. So if you are doing few things in your house and things are not working out, there is always somebody who is always sick in the house, or for a $1 thing you are spending $1.50 all the time, then these are indications of Pitra Dosh. Something is wrong. You are trying your best, nothing is happening, because the ancestors have not been taken care of. So when we read Bhagavad Gita, when we appraise ourselves with the spiritual knowledge, then we can give this knowledge to our children, and then they can do it for us. Okay. So Arjun is saying this as one of the reasons that I don't want to fight the war, because irreligion will spread. Okay. Arjun's reasons are very fantastic. You can't argue the perfect reasons he will give, and yet Krishna then satisfies him, that pacifies him. So Krishna's argument we will see when we do sometime Bhagavad Gita. If all of you are still here after few months, and we can start Bhagavad Gita and we can go shloka by shloka to understand. But for now, you have understood that putra is an important thing, and that is why in India that putra is desirable. So having said that, I also want to clarify that once you take to Krishna consciousness, once we take to this path of bhakti, then this rule 8.6 comes into, there is another rule 8.5 which we'll do next time. Krishna says that I will come and take care of you. Then whether you have putra or no putra, Krishna will take care of us. Okay. But if we are not into Krishna consciousness, then the regular laws of Prakriti will apply, and we have to go through those processes, and a putra is required. तो जो कर्मकांडी पंडित होते हैं ना, वो उसका तोड़ बता देते हैं. आपको पंडित को पूछना पड़ेगा. हर शास्त्र में अपने जो प्रोसेसेस है, हर एक इसमें ऑल्टरनेटिव एल्गोरिदम्स है कि ये नहीं है तो क्या करना चाहिए, तो वो सब करके देते हैं. तो ऐसा नहीं कि हाँ कहानी ख़त्म हो गई, ऐसा नहीं होता. हाँ वो भी कर सकते हैं, कोई भी कर सकता है. ऐसे कितनी बार हुआ है कि हमने किसी का पिंडदान करवाया किसी और के नाम से, तो द प्रोसेस स्टिल वर्क्स, बट पुत्र है तो खुद स्वयं प्रेम से करेगा ना, हर साल करेगा, है ना, हर साल करेगा, राइट. बट ये नॉलेज नहीं है तो प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा, क्योंकि वन ऑफ माई कजिन्स वॉज हियर एंड हिज फादर ही पास्ड अवे. सो ही डिड नॉट गो. ही सेड ओके, मेरा अभी छुट्टी भी नहीं है इतना, देन आई विल कम, एक बार ही आता हूँ बाद में. So his brother-in-law, he gave the agni to the father, but as a son he should have done that.
मैंने खुद दी अपने चाचा जी का. पीछे कोविड था, मेरे चाचा जी का बेटा है मेलबोर्न में था. चाचा जी की डेथ कोविड में हुई थी. they could not. तो उस समय तो मतलब कोई हाथ भी नहीं लगा रहा था. करेक्ट. तो मैंने मतलब रिक्वेस्ट डाली थी कि मैं इंटरेस्टेड हूँ करने में. गवर्नमेंट की जो भी गाइडलाइन में दिल्ली में हुआ था, उन्होंने कहा ओके कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, अगर आप गवर्नमेंट गाइडलाइन मान के करते हो उनको वाले. वेरी नाइस. So you did a good thing. So at least you are from within the family, okay. But what I'm trying to say is कि out of family also people do it. We have done that for many people, okay. So हाँ कर सकते हैं.
मेरे बुआ जी की डेथ हुई थी, उनकी लड़कियां थी, उनके जब भी लड़कियों की शादी हुई, सबके शगुन भी मेरे को बेटा मानते थे.
Very
जब
nice.
उनकी बुआ जी की डेथ हुई थी, मैंने अग्नि दी थी.
So that answers your question, that कर सकते हैं, कोई भी कर सकता है, कोई भी खड़ा रह के कर सकता है. सो एनीवे, सो सो द इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट इज, इफ यू आर टेकिंग टू भक्ति, तो आपको टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है फिर, क्योंकि कितने लोगों को हमें पुत्र नहीं है ना, तो क्या करेंगे वो. हाँ, सो ऐसा नहीं है कि उनका फंस गए, ऐसा नहीं है. इफ यू टेक टू भक्ति, देन येस यू कैन गेट आउट ऑफ दिस थिंग. लॉर्ड कृष्णा टेक्स केयर ऑफ यू. Guru will take care of you. All right. So So we have now extensively covered what is called as who am I. सोल के बारे में हमको पता है अभी, डेथ के समय में क्या होता है वो भी हमें पता है. दिस इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट, यही हमारी भक्ति को बचाए रखेगा. ये जो पॉइंट है
देखो
कि इसका
अगर खुद ही परमात्मा के ध्यान में लगा के रखो, जैसे ये लिखा हुआ कि मतलब जिसका ध्यान मेरे में होता तो गति उसी की में होगी.
हाँ, यस,
भावार्थ तो यही है ना. तो ये पहले ही ध्यान कंटिन्यू उसी में लगा
करना चाहिए. यस,
रोज माला का सिमरन करो.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. ईजियर सेड देन डन दो, कि बोलना आसान है, इम्प्लीमेंट करना मुश्किल है. सो दिस मॉर्निंग आई वाज इन द मंगला आरती एंड व्हेन आई वाज डूइंग पूजा एंड देन यू कम आउट अगेन to offer the aarti to Prabhupada, and then I saw one of our members, Namita, was there in morning 4:30. I was very pleasantly surprised to see. So when we say bhakti is a very serious thing. It is a very serious thing. We can't take कृष्णा को हल्के में नहीं ले सकते ना. 8.6 पढ़ रहे हो ना अभी तो थोड़ा हिल गए होंगे ना कि हल्के में नहीं ले सकते. हम ऐसे नहीं बोल सकते कि आज संडे है, आज मैं 12 बजे उठूँगी या उठूँगा और फिर हम आराम से, आज कृष्णा हॉलीडे, आज चैंटिंग नहीं. ऐसे नहीं होता, ऐसे नहीं होता.
पता नहीं किधर ध्यान जाता है, 100 साल ज़्यादा.
वो तो ठीक है, बट आप स्टिल भी प्रोसेस करते रहो. दैट इज़ हाउ इट इज़. चेतो दर्पणा मार्जनम. जब भी चैंटिंग करते हैं तो हमारे हृदय की सफाई होती है. तो जिसका जितना ज़्यादा मैल उतनी ज़्यादा सफाई में थोड़ा समय लगता है, वो थॉट्स आते रहते हैं, बट इवेंचुअली यू विल कम टू दैट. सो वी आर ऑल साधकास मतलब प्रैक्टिसिंग डिवोटी. हम डिवोटी बने नहीं हैं, हम मार्ग पे चलने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि हम चैंटिंग करें और भगवान को अपनी तरफ आकर्षित करें. सो इट इज़ लाइक इफ़ आई वांट टू मीट द प्राइम मिनिस्टर, लेट्स से फ्रॉम इंडिया, नरेंद्र मोदी, इफ़ आई वांट टू मीट, कैन आई मीट हिम? हाँ, बट मैं तो इधर था ना. हाँ, तो वो भी चले गए ना वो. बट फिर भी सिडनी में आते थे, फिर भी मेरा चांस था ही नहीं कि वो मेरी तरफ देखे. हाँ, सो इफ़ आई से कि आई वांट टू मीट द प्राइम मिनिस्टर, इट इज़ वेरी वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट कि सारे चैनल्स थ्रू क्लियरेंस लेके मैं जब भी पहुँचूँ, वो भी चांस मतलब कि नेक्स्ट टू नेग्लिजिबल है. बट इफ़ आई डू समथिंग, if I stand with a placard at the Sydney airport and Narendra Modi is the best prime minister and I love him, और ये मैं ऐसा करूँ तो कहीं वो गाड़ी जाते हुए देख लेंगे और उतर के मेरे को आके मिल के जाएंगे. हाँ, चांसेस आर वेरी हाई if I do that. So if similarly if when we praying, if we are very very serious and we are telling कृष्ण कि मैं इधर हूँ, मेरी तरफ देखना प्लीज़, then something will happen. Then the Lord will मतलब जब आगे आइए ना, इधर बैठिए, कोई बात नहीं, इधर आइए, थोड़ा आगे आके बैठिए. तो राइट, सो दैट इज़ हाउ इट इज़. सो our Adi Shankaracharya from the south, he has written a poem, Bhaja Govinda. We have heard Bhaja Govinda. So Bhaja Govinda में एक श्लोका आता है 21 वर्स में. This is still related to that topic of soul, transmigration from one body to another. भरत महाराज का हमने एग्जाम्पल लिया था ना, सेम थिंग. So it is said, पुनरपि जननम पुनरपि मरणम पुनरपि जठरी पुनरपि जननी जठरे शयनम. जननी मतलब माता, जठर मतलब वूम, फिर से गर्भ. हाँ, तो पुनरपि जननम पुनरपि मरणम पुनरपि जननी जठरे शयनम. फिर एक नया गर्भ. बोलता है इह संसारे बहु दुस्सारे कृपा पारे पाही मुरारे. कि मैं, मुरारे कौन है? कृष्णा, भगवान कृष्णा इज ऑल्सो मुकुंदा, द गिवर ऑफ लिबरेशन. तो शंकराचार्य बोल रहे हैं, क्या बोल रहे हैं? पुनरपि जननम पुनरपि मरणम पुनरपि जननी जठरे शयनम. इह संसारे बहु दुसारे कृपया पारे पाही मुरारे. कि बीइंग born and again dying and then again transmigrating from one womb to another womb. Bharat Maharaj went into from a human body, went into the womb of a deer. अंदर जाके सोचना पड़ेगा, अच्छा अभी मैं तो डियर केस में हो गया. 7-8 months का प्रेगनेंसी डियर का, फिर से उसी इसमें क्या प्रॉब्लम है? जन्म मृत्यु जरा व्याधि, बर्थ डिजीज ओल्ड एज डेथ, फिर से मिलेगा. तो फिर से उसको चक्कर से जाना पड़ेगा। इवन वो चलो अंबानी के घर में भी अपने को मिल गया, फिर भी जन्म मृत्यु जरा व्याधि तो वो तो फिक्स ही है ना। अंबानी का एक लड़का भी बहुत है, उसके कितने सारे उपचार चल रहे हैं उसको नॉर्मल करने के लिए। सो वो प्रॉब्लम तो है ही, चाहे पैसा कितना भी क्यों ना हो, बट दीज प्रॉब्लम्स विल रिमेन। सो दैट इज़ द रीज़न वी डोंट वांट टू टेक भक्ति लाइटली, वी वांट टू टेक इट सीरियसली, एंड सीरियसनेस विल कम when you attend these classes obviously, because this is where you are getting the knowledge from. बट ये सिर्फ 2 घंटे का नॉलेज दे रहा हूँ ना, अभी मेरे को कितना बोलने का है, बट अभी मेरे पास से ना हार्डली 20-22 मिनट बाकी है। 9 o'clock इज़ गोइंग टू हैपन। सो मैं तो इतना ही कर सकता हूँ, बट आप बहुत कुछ कर सकते हो। आप सीरियस होके आप मंदिर को आ सकते हो वीकेंड्स पे, बच्चों को लेके भी आ सकते हो, आप खुद भी आ सकते हो, भगवान के सामने बैठ के चैंटिंग कर सकते हो। इट्स अ कम्प्लीटली डिफरेंट प्रोसेस। एंड चैंटिंग इज़ द ओनली वे, एज वी हैव डिस्कस इन कलयुगा, चैंटिंग इज़ द ओनली वे। भगवान का नाम स्मरण एक ही है जो अपने को ये 8.6 को याद दिलाएगा। अदरवाइज देर इज़ नो अदर वे। इफ़ यू आर डूइंग सम मेडिटेशन ऑन लाइट एंड थिंग्स लाइक दैट, it's a very hard process. I'm not saying it is not possible. There are yogics who have done that, but 1 out of lakhs will be able to gain that a process of meditation. It is very very difficult. ऐसे ही बैठते हैं मेडिटेशन करने लग गए, कितने सारे ख्याल आते हैं, वो वैसे ही बोल रही माता जी, है ना। अभी मेडिटेशन कर रहे हैं ऐसे कि ख्याल आ रहे हैं कितने ज़्यादा। अभी घर में बैठ रहे हैं मेडिटेशन के लिए, कि मैं मेडिटेशन से भगवान को पाऊंगा, बहुत मुश्किल है। उधर कुकर की सीटी बजेगी, फिर से ध्यान उधर चलेगा क्या पक रहा है खाने में। हाँ, सो फॉर मेडिटेशन यू हैव टू गो टू द फॉरेस्ट, एंड वी कांट गो टू द फॉरेस्ट, क्योंकि फॉरेस्ट में पत्थर पे बैठना पड़ेगा। उधर आके वो म्यूनसिपैलिटी वाला फिर से भगा देगा वहाँ से, हाँ, काउंसिल वाला भगा देगा, फॉरेस्ट डिपार्टमेंट वाला भगा देगा। सो इट इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल। सो वी कैन ओनली डू दिस बाय टेकिंग द नेम्स ऑफ द लॉर्ड. And those who are serious, those who have understood this point, will take bhakti more seriously. You have to involve Krishna more into your day-to-day activities, and then that is how it will be done. Now, one way of pleasing, another way of pleasing Krishna is by following something called as Ekadashi. Okay, it is too early again. I never do this, but Ekadashi अभी है ना, वो कौन सी एकादशी आ रही है? निर्जला एकादशी. निर्जला एकादशी भी आ रही है. कौन से दिन को है वो? Wednesday 31st को एकादशी आ रही है. So generally I will talk about Ekadashi and importance of Ekadashi after I have established that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead and you must obey him. And that is why you have to do Ekadashi. But अभी आ रही है, so I thought I will introduce, and whoever is willingly open to accept it can accept it. Others can wait, and आगे और जननियाँ जठरियाँ है बचे हुए हैं. So okay, so what we will do is we will just look at the importance of Ekadashi. So I'm just going to close this one, and I have a PowerPoint slide for Ekadashi. So Ekadashi मतलब क्या, कौन बताएगा एकादशी मतलब क्या होता है? हाँ, very nice. Yes, Ekadashi is the 11th day. Shift F5. So we have 20 minutes, so we will just discuss few points on Ekadashi, and then next time we will start a new topic. Does God exist or something of that sort? Okay. So Ekadashi एक तिथि होती है. Ekadashi तिथि is also called as Madhav तिथि. Madhav is the name of the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Madhav, हमारे दोस्तों के नाम भी रहते हैं माधव. So तिथि means an auspicious time. So Ekadashi तिथि is an auspicious time. But जैसे कोई भी तिथि हो, अलग अलग टाइम होते हैं उसके. सो फॉर एग्जांपल एकादशी भी एक तिथि है, और फिर जैसे द्वादशी है, फिर तृतीय है, तो थर्ड डे. अभी क्या गया रिसेंटली? अक्षय तृतीया. फिर चतुर्थी का क्या एग्जांपल है? गणेश चतुर्थी. पंचमी का क्या है? नाग पंचमी. षष्ठी का क्या है? उड़ना षष्ठी. फिर सप्तमी में क्या है? नहीं, राधा बोले आप? क्या बोले? हाँ, अच्छा ठीक है, कि अद्वैता सप्तमी भी एक है. अष्टमी में राधा अष्टमी करके एक है. नवमी में राम नवमी है ना. दशमी में विजयादशमी है. वैसे So दशमी के 10th के बाद 11th is Ekadashi. So Ekadashi is also a very important tithi. So Ekadashi is the time of being close to Krishna or Madhava. So during that time one must stop all other worldly activities because we want to please the Lord. So apart from the daily sadhana that we do, if we follow Ekadashis, which comes after every approximately 14 days, then we will progress spiritually in a rapid way. तो मुझे याद है कि मेरी दादी माँ एकादशी करती थी. आई हैव नेवर सीन अ रीडिंग भगवद गीता और एनीथिंग, बट एकादशी 100% follow. She will follow Ekadashi every time. And if we are eating something wrong, then she will tell, अरे एकादशी आज मत खाइए. She will tell us, हाँ जो भी, तो she will tell us that. So I just, now that I am reading all of this, I remember कि अरे दादी माँ को तो पता था. She followed Ekadashi religiously till her death. कभी नहीं उसने खाया उस एकादशी के वक्त. So एकादशी में क्या आता है? उपवास. So एकादशी, एक and दशी, 1 and 10 is 11 एकादशी. तो उपवास, upa means near and vas means to reside. For example, in India where we used to stay, we have a building called Datta Nivas. So whoever, my grandfather named that building Datta Nivas. Nivas means where Lord Datta resides, Nivas. So upavas means reside, रहना. Upa means near. किसके near रहना? भगवान कृष्ण के पास रहना, उपवास. और एकादशी का उपवास मतलब एकादशी is 11 ना, 1 और 10. So with our 11 senses, what are those 11 senses? There are 5 knowledge acquiring senses and there are 5 कर्मेंद्रियस, 5 performing senses. knowledge acquiring senses में क्या है? eyes है, nose है, tongue है, skin है, ear है, 5 ये हो गए. और 5 जो कर्मेंद्रिय है, अपने हाथ है, पैर है, माउथ है जहाँ से बोलते हैं हम, और फिर अपने जेनिटल्स है आगे और पीछे, ऐसे 5 हो गए. और फिर 11 क्या हो गए? 5 और 5 10 हो गए, 5 10. सो व्हाट इज द 11th वन? 11th सेंस इज द माइंड. यस, द माइंड इज समथिंग विच इज आउट ऑफ आवर कंट्रोल. Even Arjuna said that, Krishna, I can't control my mind. I can do everything else, but mind I can't control. So if somebody says कि मैं मेरे मन का मालिक हूँ, मैं कुछ भी करता हूँ, what does that mean? मन का गुलाम है. माइंड जो भी बोलता है ये करता है ना? Which means mind is not in his control. So how to get the mind in control? One process is chanting. Okay? So that way you can utilize your intelligence to feed the mind and say, okay, चुप बैठ अभी, मैं भी chanting कर रहा हूँ, शांत बैठ. And then you can do that. Okay. So Ekadashi means upavas, which means using all of your senses to stay near Krishna on that specific day. Okay. So that is why it is a very important day. देखो generally Ekadashi है ना, ये it's a Sanskrit word for number 11, and there will be 2 Ekadashis in 1 month. It works on the moon cycle. थोड़ा सा technical है. Okay. So there is a waxing moon and then there is a waning moon. So the first half of the moon is called a waxing moon or a growing moon or a Shukla Paksha बोलते हैं उसको. This is called a bright fortnight, कि जब ये finally पूर्णिमा का पूरा चांद दिखेगा, है ना? और फिर second half में चांद कम होते जाएगा. The moon will then slowly it appears as if it is shrinking. उसको बोलते हैं कृष्ण पक्षा or the dark fortnight. So we can see Ekadashi is a time for us to step back from our normal routine and do enhance our spiritual life, force our spiritual life ऐसे. So ये हो गया. फिर एकादशी के अलग अलग रीजंस है कि क्यों फास्ट करते हैं. एक स्पिरिचुअल रीज़न हम देखते हैं. कितना समय अपने पास? अच्छा, 15 minutes है. So we will quickly go through a spiritual reason, okay, and then we will see some of the spiritual है, scientific है. Scientific में obviously it is more about our health reasons. Okay. So spiritual reason we will see. So last में था spiritual, scientific, transcendental and social. Okay, for all those who are making notes. Okay. So spiritual reason में ऐसा हुआ कि जयमुनि ऋषि है यहाँ पे जो फोटो में दिख रहे हैं. So Jaimuni Rishi was asking Srila Vyasadeva. So Srila Vyasadeva is sitting on the seat and Jaimuni is taking knowledge from him. So he is asking, can you please explain me the importance of Ekadashi? And then Srila Vyasadeva, who is a literary incarnation of Lord, है ना, भगवान अनेक रूप में आते हैं, उसमें से Vyasadeva is the literary incarnation to write the scriptures. Okay, so because he has given knowledge, Vyasadeva, that is why this is called as a Vyasasan. Okay, so anyone who sits on the Vyasasan, that is why we give that respect. Okay, कि Vyasadeva कि Vyasasan पे बैठे, he is a representative of Vyasadeva. Okay, ऐसे. So Jaimuni Rishi is asking Vyasadeva, please can you explain, can you explain me the importance of Ekadashi? And then Vyasadeva then tells, right, that when the Lord made this material world, okay, he created good things, he created bad things, and then he also created something called as Papa Purusha. So जब भी हम कोई city design करते हैं, so as part of that design we will create gardens, we will create libraries, and then we will also create a jail, क्योंकि पता है कोई ना कोई तो गड़बड़ काम करेगा तो उसको तो कहीं रखना तो पड़ेगा ना, सोसाइटी में खुला तो नहीं छोड़ सकते, हाँ, तो जेल बना दिया. तो उन्होंने ऐसे पाप पुरुष बनाया एक. So this Pap Purush was a representation of the hellish planetary systems, if you so like. Okay, so and then he named Yamdev, Yamraj, as a superintendent to control all of this, and give saza to everyone. Okay, so once Krishna or Vishnu, if you like, was visiting Yamdev. And when he was visiting Yamdev, he could hear people crying from the hellish planetary system, bachao, bachao, and this and that. And then he said to Yamdev, ki kya ho raha hai? And he said ki people are in hellish planets because they have done so many wrong things, and that is why they are, they are abiding by their time in those hellish planets. So then Vishnu, out of compassion, Krishna, out of compassion, he said, how do I relieve these people? And so from him emanated Ekadashi Devi. Okay, Ekadashi Devi came, and then it was a rule that whoever worships Ekadashi Devi, he will get liberated from the hellish planet. And so all those people who were in those hellish planets, they started worshipping Ekadashi Devi and they got liberated. Then this Pap Purush, he came to Krishna and he said कि मेरा तो business बंद हो गया ना, सब लोग जा रहे हैं. You only created me. Now where will I go? So you have to do something for me. मैं भी आप ही का इसमें से आया हूँ, तो मेरा क्या होगा? So then a rule was made that Ekadashi will be followed by everyone, but on the day of Ekadashi, the Pap Purush was given a facility to enter grains, enter gold, all of these places. So grains में जाके, beans में जाके, you can stay there. So whoever eats grains or beans on Ekadashi day, then they will get inflicted with all the pap. Okay, so this is a spiritual reason, and our ancestors knew this. That is why they were religiously following Ekadashi. कोई उनको आके ऐसा पीपीटी बनाया नहीं, कुछ नहीं. They all knew this. This knowledge has been flowing from time immemorial that we follow Ekadashi. Because of this reason that Ekadashi के दिन अन्न खाना मना है, because the Pap Purush has been given a facility to stay in the grains on that day. तो कुछ और खा सकते, राइस, रोटी, जे, वो सब नहीं खा सकते हैं क्योंकि वो अन्न है. So that is a spiritual reason. We will see a scientific reason. Now scientific reason is again very, very scientific. Okay, so for all the people who are into thesis, analysis, PhDs, for them this may appeal a bit. Okay, so हमें सब DNA strands होते हैं. Okay, so we have various DNA strands. So what happens when a cell replicates itself, certain number of times. Okay, so when the scientists were trying to do this study, they figured out that every time the cell replicates itself, there is a thing called as junk DNA. Okay, एक junk DNA करके था है. So that junk DNA, they thought that it is a useless thing. Okay, and that is why they came to a conclusion that how can God, if God exists, how can he make such a junk DNA thing which is not useful at all? Okay, so our DNA strands carry all the information. So every time the cells replicate, देयर इज दिस पीस कॉल्ड एज टेलोमोर, ये लिखा है ना ऊपर टेलोमोर. इट इज़ लाइक शूलेस होता है ना, शूलेस के कोने में वो एक प्लास्टिक का पीस होता है which prevents the shoelace from opening. So think of telomere as that piece which binds the shoelace together. Okay, so our DNA strands also, that all the information is in hold with that small piece. So yellow color का दिख रहा है ना, that telomere. So every time the cell replicates, okay, that telomere slowly it shrinks, कम होते जाता है, और जब पूरा कम हो जाता है तो सेल डाई हो जाता है. तो सेल डाई हो जाएगा तो हम उतना जल्दी बूढ़े हो जाते हैं, हमारे को जल्दी और भी प्रॉब्लम्स डिजीजेस आ जाते हैं, ईजिली आ जाती है. सो दे वर ट्राइंग टू फिगर आउट हाउ टू प्रिवेंट दैट टेलोमोर फ्रॉम श्रिंकिंग फर्दर. सो दे डिड वेरियस एनालिसिस एक्सपेरिमेंट्स, सब्जेक्ट्स को लेके आ गए. तो दे वर डूइंग सम एक्सपेरिमेंट्स ऑफ फीडिंग, कंट्रोलिंग द डाइट ऑफ पीपल, एंड दे रियलाइज दैट इफ यू कंट्रोल द कैलोरी इंटेक कम कर दिया तो ये टेलोमोर बचा रहता है. मतलब इफ़ यू ईट लेस फूड or if you eat in a controlled way, then you can live longer. Okay, but they realize कि इसमें प्रॉब्लम आ गई कि लेस कैलोरीज दिया तो सब्जेक्ट्स बिकम वेरी टायर्ड एंड दे बिकम वेरी वीक. तो उनको समझा कि यार ये तो कंटिन्यूस नहीं कर सकते. फिर then they, after various permutation and combination, they came to know that every 14 days if you fast for 36 hours, then this telomere is still preserved. Okay, and that Krishna says is Ekadashi. Every 14 days एकादशी जब ये आती है, 36 आवर्स कैसे होते हैं, जैसे सपोज कल एकादशी, तो आज शाम को 6 बजे से मेरा फास्ट शुरू हो गया, कल का पूरा दिन 24 घंटे, और फिर परसों द्वादशी के दिन सुबह 6 बजे मैं छोड़ूंगा. तो एक करेंगे तो 36 आवर्स आ जाते हैं ऐसे करके. तो दैट इज एकादशी. सो फ्रॉम अ साइंटिफिक परस्पेक्टिव ऑल्सो, इफ यू आर एबल टू फास्ट for these 36 hours or for even for those 24, 48, whatever hours, then we can improve our health in a drastic way, in a great way we can improve it. Okay, and many people do that. Okay, so now how do we do this health benefits bhi hai. I will skip this one. What we can eat, I will say. So because time is short, so what we can eat on Ekadashi, no food grains. मतलब कि चावल नहीं, गेहूँ नहीं, और गेहूं के बाय प्रोडक्ट्स जैसे सूजी है वो सब नहीं खा सकते. क्या खा सकते हैं? इजी, सबसे इजी है कि फल और फ्रूट्स, मिल्क प्रोडक्ट्स. मिल्क में मतलब मिल्क ले सकते हैं. जैसे कोई मिल्क पाउडर लिया तो कभी कभी उसमें भी ग्लूटन होता है. ग्लूटन कम्स फ्रॉम व्हीट, सो आपका उपवास टूट जाएगा. सो यू हैव टू बी केयरफुल व्हेन यू टेक समथिंग फ्रॉम द मार्केट. ओके, सो फ्रूट्स बेस्ट इज़ कि पांडव निर्जल एकादशी आ रही है तो उस दिन तो लोग निर्जल करते हैं. वी नीड नॉट डू इट, बट करने वाले करते हैं. निर्जल मीन्स हाँ, बिना पानी के. किसी ने मेरे को पूछा था पानी नहीं पियेंगे बट मैं दूध पी लूँगा. मतलब निर्जल मीन्स नो फूड. हाँ, ये करेक्ट, ये मैं बोलना चाह रहा था कि क्योंकि पूछा, मेरे को याद है इसलिए वो कि तो बोला ऐसा नहीं है. तो निर्जल इज, दिस इज हाउ निर्जल इज. द नेक्स्ट बेस्ट इज सर्जल, कि पानी पी के कर लिया, क्योंकि इफ योर बॉडी डजंट सपोर्ट देन यू कैन ड्रिंक वाटर एंड जस्ट स्टे. एंड द नेक्स्ट वन इज कि कोई लोग मिल्क पी के, 1 ग्लास मिल्क पी के कर लेते हैं. हाँ, फिर कोई लोग मिल्क के साथ फिर फ्रूट्स भी खा लेते हैं वन टाइम फॉर एग्जाम्पल. कुछ लोग ऐसे फर्स्ट 12 बजे तक कुछ नहीं खाते, फिर 12 बजे के बाद खाते हैं, बट ओनली एकादशी फूड. ओके, सो देयर आर वेरियस वेज दैट यू कैन डू. सो फ्रूट्स एंड वो, फिर कुछ लोग फिर वो बाकी भी खा सकते हैं इसके अंदर, जैसे एकादशी का जो भी है. हाँ, रूट्स भी खा सकते हैं. तो डिपेंड्स, बट यू हैव टू स्टे अवे फ्रॉम ग्रेन्स एंड बीन्स एंड अदर बाय प्रोडक्ट्स, राइट. So that is how you do. Okay, so this Pandav Nirjal Ekadashi, the name itself is derived because Bhim जो थे, out of the 5 Pandavas, Bhim could not do any Ekadashi. उनको भूख इतनी लगती थी तो he just could not do, and so he prayed to his guru and said, can you please guide me, कि मैं तो एक भी एकादशी, 24 एकादशी आते हैं, मैं तो कुछ नहीं कर पाता, मेरे को ऐसे कोई भी एक एकादशी बोलो, एक दिन के लिए मैं somehow I will do it. Okay, and so he has been guided that this Ekadashi that comes, if you do that one, निर्जल, because आपने तो पहले एकादशी करी नहीं, तो ये निर्जल जो करता है वो सारे 24 एकादशी का वो उसको फल मिल जाता है. Okay, now Srila Prabhupada never advised us to do any निर्जल or anything. He said to follow Ekadashi because his main goal was preaching mission. Okay, we have to do other activities. So he never propagated the importance of Nirjan. But at the same time, there are still people who can do. You can do that austerity. No one stops you from doing it. Okay. So this Ekadashi is coming up. So Bhim was advised to do this Nirjal Ekadashi, for it was meant for him. Okay. So ये Wednesday जो भी है, जब भी आ रही है Ekadashi, so you may think of doing this Ekadashi fasting, and you can do it with whatever way your body supports. I understand some people may be in hostels and things like that, so you can prepare yourself with fruits and milk and other things, and then you can do that. If you do Ekadashi this way, the idea is when you eat less, then your mind becomes extra alert. Sometimes you think कि हमको बहुत weakness आ जाएगा, ऐसे नहीं होगा actually. So drink good amount of water the prior day, so that your body is very nicely given all the water resources. Then वो weakness नहीं आएगा फिर. And then you will see the chanting and other things will be first class. It is on Wednesday. Yes, I remember now, because this Wednesday I have seva in the temple, and when I get seva on Ekadashi day I feel very nice कि आज एकादशी भी है, भगवान की सेवा भी मिल रही है. So morning I have the Rajbhog आरती and गुंडीचा सर्विस, wherein I get to clean the temple altar जो है, उसमें जाके पानी से अच्छे से धो के क्लीन कर सकते हैं. And then at night I have the शयना आरती, which is putting the Lord to sleep. तो उसके पहले आरती करते हैं, भगवान को भोग लगाते हैं, आरती करते हैं. So these are two of the most important services that one can do. Rajbhog Aarti is the longest Aarti because the Lord is being fed sumptuously, and after that you get to do the Aarti to the Lord. So it is a very nice thing. And Shayana Aarti also is a great thing where you get to put the Lord to rest. एक छोटा सा भगवान का अंदर एक बेड होता है, तो उसमें छोटे राधा कृष्ण को you put them to bed nicely and you put flowers and other things. So I am looking forward for this Wednesday. आप बहुत लोग क्या करते हैं, I'll give you a tip. अभी आप लोग बोलेंगे बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया रे अभी है, but I will give that. People start their chanting by 3 o'clock. So the night earlier, you skip the dinner. Don't eat the dinner, because the more you eat, the more the body will be tired to digest that food. So you eat early, you don't eat after 6. So then the next morning you get up by 3 and then you start your chanting. So by 4:35 you have already finished few rounds, 16 rounds. Many people do 64 rounds. I'm telling what others do, right? हमारे लिए दिल्ली दूर है, but फिर भी you should know what others do. That way at least you can have a goal. That way when you are chanting that one round, and if it is heavy, then you will see, Arey Baba, at least I should chant one round. So people finish by 4:30, they will finish a set of 16 rounds. They will attend Mangala Aarti from 4:30 to 5. From 5 to 7 they will finish another batch of 16 rounds. So 32 rounds सुबह 7 बजने के पहले हो गए. And then throughout the day they will do another 32 rounds. Total 64 rounds they will somehow manage. And that too by working. And that too some of them do without drinking water and ऐसा है. So it depends on you how much you want to do. So remember 8.6. Remember that rule, and so we will call it a day today. Okay. Ekadashi Mahatmya ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. If anyone has any questions, they can ask.
Prabhuji, Divya Mataji ने क्वेश्चन लिखा उसमें.
हाँ बोलो.
Are nuts like almonds, peanuts okay to eat on Ekadashi? Also sabudana.
Yes, Ekadashi में nuts is good. That sabudana, the way it is processed, it is allowed. Sabudana is a allowed food, but I have seen many documentaries on the way they process it. Okay, so it's best to be avoided. Moraiya rice, yes. Yeah. My wife is actually the best one to tell about what Ekadashi foods are there. I'm not so much into it, but yeah, I can tell you what not to do. Okay, so yeah, Moraiya rice and other things you can do. There are so many things that she does on Ekadashi. Actually, it is a much bigger offering that goes to Krishna on Ekadashi. So you can have paneer, you can do so many nice things. ठीक है, all right. So we'll sing the prayers. Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmani Vaishnave Swalpa Punya Vatam Rajan विश्वासो नैव जायते शरीरा विद्याजाल जोड़ेन्द्रियता है काल जीवे फैले विशेषागुरे तारा मध्ये जीवाती लोभामय सुदुर्मती ताके जिता कठिन संसारे कृष्णा बरुदो मोय गोरी बारे जीव जाय स्व प्रसाद अन्न दिलो भाई से अन्नम